Someone insults you in front of everyone. Your coworker calls you incompetent in a meeting. Your friend throws a joke that feels more like a slap. And instantly your brain wants revenge. You start imagining the perfect comeback, the speech that will destroy them. The moment everyone realizes you're not someone to mess with. But here's the strange truth most people never learn. The people who become mentally untouchable don't react like that. One of the best examples was the writer Leo Tolstoy. During his life, critics attacked him relentlessly. They called his work garbage. They said his ideas were dangerous. Some even labeled him a madman. Yet instead of exploding with anger, he used 3 psychological strategies that turned insults into power. And once you understand them, insults lose most of their control over you. First, the mirror technique. When someone insults you, your instinct is to defend yourself. But Tolstoy did something different. He treated insults like data. Instead of reacting emotionally, he asked one question. Is there any truth in this? Now, that doesn't mean your critic is right. But sometimes enemies point out things your friends are too polite to mention. If someone calls you careless, it might be pure jealousy. But it might also reveal something you overlooked. The power of the mirror technique is simple. You extract the useful information and discard the emotional poison. If the criticism is valid, you improve. If it's nonsense, you learn something about the person saying it. Either way, you gain control instead of losing it. Second, the emotional judo move. Most insults are designed to trigger you. The person insulting you wants a reaction. Anger, defensiveness, embarrassment. That reaction is what gives them power. Tolstoy understood this. So instead of fighting insults with anger, he often responded with calmness or even gratitude. Imagine someone publicly criticizing your work. Instead of arguing, you say, "Thank you for taking the time to read it and share your thoughts." Suddenly, the energy shifts. The attacker expected a fight. Instead, they get composure. And when someone throws a punch and meets nothing but calm air, they look foolish. The emotional judo move doesn't mean you agree with the insult. It means you refuse to play the emotional game. Third, the perspective shift. This was Tolstoy's most powerful mindset. Instead of seeing insults as personal attacks, he viewed them as information about people. He asked himself, what does this reaction reveal about them? Sometimes insults reveal jealousy. Sometimes insecurity. Sometimes frustration that has nothing to do with you. For example, when people attacked Tolstoy's ideas and called him dangerous, he didn't panic. He interpreted it differently. If his ideas scared powerful people, that meant his ideas mattered. The insult became proof of his impact. And that perspective shift changes everything. Instead of thinking, why are they attacking me? You start thinking, what does this reveal about them? Now you're not a victim in the situation. You're an observer of human behavior. And that distance protects your emotional energy. When you combine these 3 strategies, something powerful happens. The mirror technique helps you learn from criticism. The emotional judo move protects your dignity in the moment. And the perspective shift prevents long-term damage to your confidence. Together, they form a kind of psychological armor. Most people spend their lives reacting to every insult, every opinion, every careless comment thrown their way. But when you master these techniques, something interesting happens. People notice you can't be rattled. You stop reacting. You stop arguing. And ironically, people begin respecting you more. Because true confidence isn't loud. It's calm. Tolstoy was called a madman by critics during his lifetime. Today, his books are studied all over the world. Meanwhile, the people who insulted him are mostly forgotten. That's the ultimate revenge. Not the perfect comeback. Not the loudest argument. Just quiet excellence that outlasts the noise. That's your everyday reality check. Insight isn't optional, it's necessary. Subscribe to Everyday Reality Check because someone had to say it.